Alrighty, guys. I guess we're getting in some interviews. My name is Lloyd. I live in Bemidji. I grew up in Bena. I'm 48 years old. I was going to say 38, but that's how I feel. I feel like I'm 38. My father, he was in the Vietnam War, and my mother. Well, I still have my parents. I thank God for that. He taught me a lot of ways, a lot of ways of the wilderness. We grew up in the woods. We lived in the woods, and we've done many things out there. Oh, geez, I'm going off of script here because there's so many things that I could really say, but time limited. Okay, I'll start right here. When I was 9, I had my first gun. Well, actually, when I was 9, I went hunting, and I shot my first gun. When I was 10, I owned my first gun, and by 11, I was out hunting by myself. I'll say that when I used to get off the school bus, that was the thing I loved. I would get home from school, and I never did my I did my homework, but I always did it after I had my fun, and my fun was living in the woods. I mean, going hunting. While I was out there, I don't know. They were wondering where I'm at, and this and that. I'd go shoot squirrels. I shot a grip of squirrels one time, and when I brought them back, and I said, "Here, a bunch of squirrels," and my dad made me clean every one of them, skin them right down, but he cooked them, but he said that this is what you're gonna do. So I just cleaned it was like 15, 20 of them, and we actually had a feast that night with wild rice and potatoes and whatnot. By the time I was 15, we had a bunch of sled dogs, and we had like 30 dogs at one time. And like I said, when I was 15, my dad tried to prove something to me, and I was trying to prove something to him. It's a good thing he just didn't go drop me off in the middle of nowhere and just said, "Yeah, take care of it." But I had the opportunity to bring these dogs out in the woods. He gave me 5 of them. Well, I helped train them, as a matter of fact. But I went and lived in a little cabin that these hunters made way back in the middle of nowhere. And I lived in this cabin. It had an earthen roof. It was built into a hill. It was awesome. Real cool. I thought it was the best fort, being that age. I thought it was the best, awesomest thing I ever seen. And I lived there all winter with my dogs. I'd get home with my dirty clothes with my sled dog team, and my mom, I'd leave my dirty clothes there, and my mom would always have a clean box of clothes with a pack of Marlboros on top, some cigarettes, and I'd leave her the dirty ones because I wasn't allowed to be there, even at that age, young. And I got through there. I netted fish under the ice just to feed my dogs, feed myself. Snared rabbits along the way. I just would like to, get to the point. I basically really did grow up in the wilderness. It's not like I wasn't raised by wolves or anything, but it's true. I did, and I learned a lot of things. I did 5 years in the military. I did 3 years in Hawaii and regular Army, and I traveled the Pacific. I did 2 years in the reserves, and I went the other way. So I've been basically around the world, learning a lot of things. So I think the military kind of tells you, about skills, survival, training. The training desert survival, jungle survival, so that pretty much speaks for itself. Oh, camouflage, survival, minimal conditions, I used to be a business owner. I used to have 3 businesses, and,
Why did you let go of it? Why was it something that you didn't want to do?
it was something I didn't want to do. I didn't want to stand behind the counter. I didn't want to, punch tickets or,
It took you away
pump
from
gas or
took you away from what you needed to do.
right. It took me away from what I truly loved. That's where it is, I've been down just about every river, creek, and stream in this country. Like I said, I was raised in Bena,
In this area.
in the middle of the Leech Lake Indian Reservation, and we called it the belly button because it is in the middle, and you can't leave that town without crossing some river. So all the rivers, the Mississippi, the Boy, the Leech River, it's surrounded by rivers, lakes. It's just not what I wanted to do. I was in a fish business. I had smoked fish. I had crayfish. I had clams. I had people working for me, with me. Yeah, I didn't figure them as working for me. They were partners. Well, everything was, it was all fair. I was just like, drop me off in the woods with a knife, and that's about all I need is a good knife. I'm gonna go find something to cut with, but a good knife, and you could just about do anything. Just about anything. I'm gonna turn the page here. The reason why I'm doing this, and the reason why I'm interested, is to educate others, and I would like them to appreciate that if something did happen, nationwide or even globally, that every person should have this basic knowledge or skills to survive, to thrive, to, at least have that opportunity to make it, knowing how to do the simplest things when you don't need all this.
Mother Nature provides.
Mother Nature does provide, but Mother Nature can be awesomely wicked to you too. I don't know. I already told you about the sled dogs, and that was a job. That was a job in itself. But also I enjoyed it. It was the best job I ever had. We got to get off the school bus and have to start raking dog shit. Grooming them, feeding them, watering them, running them, keeping them exercised. And we used to argue who's going to go feed and water dogs. Kids, but it was something I'll never forget. And then, it really brought me back to, what was real and what isn't real. And, just to hear the wind blowing, watching the sun come up, that fresh morning smell, light rain, whatever. It's nature. That speaks to you. Well, let's see. I was always in the woods. That's where I was. That's what made me happy. I was so content, so peaceful out there. Listening to nature. Listen to the squirrels, the eagles, the hawks, the owls at night, the wolves howling.
Do a owl call.
I'm not
do
gonna
an owl
do it.
call. Do an owl call.
Do
the owl call when you talk to the owls. That's really cool.
I guess I can do that. But you know what? Here's what I really want to say. Everybody that's doing this interview right now, we're not used to doing all this. Maybe Ivan. Ivan's pretty good. He's used to crowds. But the rest of us, we're going to get this through to you. And we're going to make sure that we're content with what we have to say. This is your decision. We could rock. And this is our show. I mean, really. You want to see a good one? Just bring us on. That's what I can say.
Do that wolf,
Please see
that
what that
owl
catch is.
call. You
The
can do
owl
the wolf
call.
one,
Oh, I
but
can.
do the
I know
owl
that.
one.
I'll do the owl one, I suppose. If you really are serious.
Yeah, I want you to hear it. I want you to hear it.
Okay. Let's see if you can understand that what this one is, and yeah.
And they'll
okay.
talk back to you. They
Oh
always-
yeah, they talk back. They talk back. Not as much as my kid does to me, but. Ah, jeez. I suppose, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, it sounds better outside, you know, and out in the woods, but right there, I don't know. There's all kinds of calls. We know how to skin, skunt, and scrap. We know how to
Meat for food.
oh, meat for food, bones for tools, and we can use the skin to make canoes. This is brilliant. I mean, really, give us that opportunity. We're doing this to help others also, not just ourselves. I think this would be a great adventure for both of us, all of us, and maybe the world. Who knows? I guess I'm going to sign off right now. That's about all I can say. The rest of everybody else, same old, but we are all a unit, and we work together, and that's what makes us family. And we're still working at it. We got a long ways to go, just like anybody else, but that's where we're at. And like
There's
I
your
said,
drama.
give us the opportunity, and we'll show you that we do, and we can make this happen and work together. And that's what the world needs. Unity. Unity. And share your knowledge. Like, you know this, and they know that, but they don't know each other's things. So once you teach this person, they can teach you that, you know, and then it works together. I think it'll work. You guys take care now. Really, take a good look at it.